When you want to get up today, early as maybe 4 or 5 a.m., we put the alarm clock, right? And now we have the smartphone, which has kinds of melodious tunes to wake us up. But have you ever imagined what happened before the alarm clock was invented? Let's move back in history to the 1760s when the Industrial Revolution had just started in Britain. Several factories were set up. For example, the mining factory, the collieries, the dock workers, because a lot of cargo came into the dock and had to be uploaded and offloaded. Then we also had the breweries where beer was manufactured on a commercial basis. And so these workers had to report to work on time. If they did not report to work, they lost a day's wage, which was expensive for them. Now the question is, how did these workers get up? There were no alarm clocks at that time, and also whatever was available was inaccessible, it was not reliable, and it was also expensive. Now there was the system of the human alarm clocks. Yes, the human alarm clocks were known as the knocker-uppers. These were people who woke up these industrial workers on time so that they could report to their factories and not lose a day's wage. The knocker workers, the knocker-uppers as they are known as, were often elderly people, they were women, they were pregnant women who worked to wake people up at night. What kind of instruments did they use to wake up people? Many a times they had a short baton which they would knock on the door. Now when they knocked on the door, the neighbors would get up angrily because they were disturbed, and they often abused these knocker-uppers and also threw water on them. So the knocker-uppers then used a long bamboo stick which had a sniffer outer on top, which was shaped something like this. And this long bamboo stick was then used to knock on the window pane of the second and the third floor, which they could reach from the ground, which is where they were standing on the streets. The other instruments which were used were also a soft hammer and a pea shooter. A pea shooter is a plastic rod, short rod, with dry peas inside it, and they would then do this to reach the windows of the people whom they wanted to wake up. The knocker-upper did not leave from that place till the person got up and waved to him or her and said that, yes, I'm awake, and now you can go further to your next client. It is also seen that there were small slates outside colliery workers' houses where they had put up the timing of when they wanted to get up. Say, for example, 4 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. Now, these slates were known as wake-up slates or knocky slates, where the knocker-upper would come and read the timing and wake them up. The knocker-uppers were paid around, say, 6 pence a week for the work that they did. Now, this profession was observed largely in Britain, Ireland and Hampshire. Now, it ranged from 1760s onwards till 1918 and even 1940 and 1950s till the alarm clock was invented. Now, most popularly known knocker-upper is Mary Smith, and even her daughter Mary again worked as a knocker-upper. We would also see one Mrs. Brown in literature who would be walking with her dog as a knocker-upper with a soft hammer in her hand. And there are pictures of industrial industrial workers who would have the long bamboo stick working as knocker-uppers. Many a times there were also policemen who would be patrolling during the early hours of the day who would supplement as knocker-uppers. Now, once the alarm clock was invented in the 1940s and 50s and was accessible and affordable by all, this profession immediately died down. And there are no more knocker-uppers required because alarm clocks substituted them. This has always happened. In fact, whenever technology has taken over, it has been at the cost of people's sustainable livelihoods. So I thought this was an interesting fact to share. You may please put in your comments below, and I hope you like this small note on knocker uppers, and I look forward towards sharing more interesting facts from history. Thanks for watching.